My name is Prabal Mukherjee. As you can see, I graduated in 1975. I had started my career in DRC, the Bhava Atomic Research Center, and I had ended up in the whatever was formerly the Passive Electronics Components Division of Siemens, which had later become cost and presently been amalgamated with the TDK Corporation of Japan. They have a plant for inductive components in Kalyani, West Bengal. I have retired as General Manager R&D over there. All my career I have been dabbling in magnetics, inductive components and power electronics. I had started career in engineering, but nowadays the graduates of the institute, they are starting careers in totally non-engineering disciplines. My first son is working as a patent lawyer after doing his mechanical engineering, and the second son is working in a bank after doing his mining engineering.
Money.
Huh?
Money.
In fact, what I came to know from my first son, when the topper in his class had gone to attend an interview from a banking sector over here through the placement, the interviewer had asked him, looking at his grades, you are a very good engineer, why do you want to come to banking? And he had asked back, this is a technical university, why have you come to recruit here? And he got selected. They offered much better salaries. Siemens, Larsen & Toubro, all these companies, they have totally stopped recruiting from the IIT. You cannot expect IITians to stay over there with the salaries we can afford. So that is a major problem. So that is one reason why the manufacturing sector is weak. What I have found, the entire power electronics designing, the American and the Europeans, not only manufacturing but also the designing gradually have been shifted to China. They have all the literature in Chinese language, they have all the software, the design software in Chinese language, and the entire designing is done in China now. The Americans and the Europeans, they are going in for next generation of designing, R&D, but the basic rudimentary designing has been passed over to China. We have the talent over here, but the talent is totally sort of deviated, streamlined into something else, defocused. And as far as my experiences over here, I would like to share 2 or 3. One is, we had a professor called M.C. Malik, and he used to take the basic electronics laboratory.
No.
Okay. Now, the way he used to conduct the lab would start at 8, and he used to say, at 8:20, you have to report input impedance. You have to measure the input impedance of an amplifier and report. At 8:21, he would say, those who have not reported input impedance may leave the lab. And those who are continuing, you have to report output impedance at 8:40. So this was the regimental training. And when I had been sent by Siemens to Munich for my training, the first thing the instructor had asked me to do was to measure the output impedance of an amplifier. And about pranks, someone of you has been speaking about pranks. We had a classmate, unfortunately he is not present here, his name was Vijay Raghav. We had Professor J. Das as our head of the department. He was a terror. Now, Vijay Raghavan had gone in for his grand viva. And what had happened is, he was asked to draw, I think he was asked to draw a monostable circuit on the board.
He
was asked to draw a monostable circuit on the board. And at that moment, Professor Das's telephone had rung. He had picked up the handset and was speaking over it. Meanwhile, Vijay Raghavan had drawn something else. After his telephone talk was over, he had replaced the receiver and Professor Das had looked at the board and asked him, what have you drawn? Vijay Raghavan said, I have drawn an astable circuit. What did I ask you to draw? Sir, you asked me to draw a monostable circuit. Professor Das had got exasperated and told him, okay, explain what you have drawn. Meanwhile, Professor Faruqi had come out. He was very student friendly. He came and told us, who were waiting outside, what the hell? Your friend is unnecessarily rubbing Professor Das on the wrong side and you will have to face the music. So when Vijayaraghavan had come out, they had pounced on him. No, you are making life miserable for us. He said, see, just as he had asked me the question, his telephone had rung. If I had stood there as a zombie, Professor would have assumed I know nothing. So instead I had drawn whatever I had known from the board. And another experience I would like to share. In the year 1973, two incidents had taken place. The first was, I think it was a Japanese make, maybe NEC or whatever it may be, 32 band or 16 band graphic utilizer had been procured in the department on a defense project. Of course, you can buy these in a shopping mall now, this is the place, but those days that was quite a big wonder. And the second incident, Nasir Hussain's blockbuster Yadon Ki Barat had been released. Vijayaraghavan had managed a spool of that Asha Bhosle number in that film, चुरा लिया है तुमने जो दिल को नजर नहीं चुराना सनम, by Zinat Aman, sung by Asha Bhosle. He had started playing it with cassette plugged into that equalizer. The object of the experiment to suppress all notes and listen to the bangles of Zinat Aman. At that stage, another classmate of ours, Ajay, had walked in. He had looked at what was going on and said, look, Vijay, whatever you are doing now may lead you to a major frustration in life later on. So Vijay had said, well, what frustration are you talking about? I assume you may not get Zinat in your real life.
I'm very proud that I passed out from this place. 79 was my BTech. I am one of the few ones who joined the Indian Navy from here. And then probably I was a very average student during my BTech times. One of the predictions which I did during my tech lecture, you can call it during 77 or 78 maybe. The topic was LCDs, and I made a statement, a time will come when we'll be putting our TVs on the wall like a calendar, which is there today. That is how I started my lecture. Those with LCD watches had just come. Then in the Indian Navy, I was a thorough technical chap. They sent me back here for MTech, which I did in satellite communication. There are old stalwarts like Professor Jaidas, Professor Samyal, Professor Faruqi, Professor Lamba. So they were my all favorite teachers, we can call it. And I am one of the very few, because I was very average in the studies, so I was quite active in the gymkhana. So I became the VP during my final year. And those days, let me tell you, electronics department was the one which produced maximum VPs probably. And I am the only one in the history of this place, IIT Kharagpur, who has been GSEC, SOC and Curl and the VP also next year. In the 4 years on it. And one more thing let me tell you is, today you are all gathered here for this alumni meet. Again, this alumni meet started when 25th year of my batch was there, 11 years back. We started the alumni meet here with Professor Dubey. Professor Dubey was the director at that time. And we requested him, sir, we want to meet. And let it be for everybody. So then all people were invited. You will be surprised that people from first batch, 56 and 56, that time they were a maximum that time. And that's the time when we decided let it be dedicated to 25th year batch, then 50th batch also, 2 years down the line. And then later on they added the 40th year batch also. So I still feel very proud. I call myself a crazy KGPN. I've been here at least 10 times during last 15 years. Last 2 years I've been coming here. And I'm a part of the IIT Foundation, also being the president of the North India chapter at present. And as far as technology is concerned, yes, I remain in technology throughout till you can say 5 years back.
There's a middle name here, Kumar, which I've dropped myself because to make my appearance little smarter. But at the same time, my son says his name is Soham Day. He says that he wants to add a middle name there to make it Soham Kumar Day. So that's the lighter side of it. And if I just like to tell you something, I see that particularly the 90 batch here, in the ocean of opportunities, a lot of things happening, a lot of things you have done, you've changed a lot of jobs, and you've done a lot of things. So I think the sequence of presentation here today should have been from the 65 batch to the 75 batch, then 90 batch, and then like that. Then we would have got a better picture that how the sequence of things going on in India in different aspects of electronics and telecommunication and computing technology. In our time, we didn't have any computer science department. We had electronics and communication department here. I think before that, the department was somewhere in the main building, and when we were in third year, this two building came up.